I need to take some of that money and give it back to my community or just all the black communities all across the world. I feel like it's we done been through a lot, you know, and I just feel like all that money that's going to towards the police, it doesn't make any sense, you know. The world is telling everybody now. I hope they really take this in consideration, or just take the protesting in consideration, because people just gonna keep protesting, and I'm all for that, and I'm gonna be out there with them with my picket sign saying defund the police, because they don't deserve that money.
Yeah, me too. So you were out there protesting?
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Yeah, they was. I was in the protest section where they was playing Nipsey. I was like, okay, we was playing
Where
Nipsey.
were you at?
I was in Hollywood. I went to like 4 protests already.
We was in downtown LA.
Downtown LA?
Yeah.
I was in downtown too.
One on a Saturday.
Adina, what's up? Shout out my manager, Adina.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience to be out there.
Yeah, it felt different though.
It felt
like honestly, I felt like I was part of the change. I felt like I just being out there with the people.
Felt like you doing something.
I felt like I was doing something. I never felt like I supported protests, but to a certain extent, I feel like sometimes they wouldn't work. And I guess because like it's 2020 and we all locked in, we ain't got nothing else to do, and we supporting the brother that was killed.
Yeah, we are not the same generation.
Together.
We a different generation than our ancestors.
Yeah,
I saw this post and it was like, we are not our ancestors. We'll fuck you up.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's true.
I feel
That's
like
true.
we are.
I appreciate what they did though, but
hell yeah, of course, we definitely appreciate what they did.
Yeah.
And that goes back to voting. Like, you know how we were talking about voting. That's another reason why I vote, is because I know that my ancestors, they've been through a lot for me to be able to vote. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like I need to go out and vote just to respect what was done for me to be able to have this privilege to vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to get registered right after this.
Oh, where?
No, I'm just playing. I was like, wait a minute. They're not
like, wait, it's 9 o'clock. What you talking about?
No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna get registered though. I got to get registered to vote.
Yeah, as long as you know you getting ready to do it. That's all that matters. And I feel like a lot of our young black kids, you know, the ones beneath younger than us, we need to push voting for them. You know, they need to realize how important it is for us to vote.
Yeah,
I feel like this generation now, the kids in high school now, they're a lot different than how we were in high school.
Oh, yeah. I hope for them.
We were all crazy. You know, we were all kids once, but it's like
they crazy.
They different. They different.
They got phones now. They exposed to a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like I just hope that this generation realizes what is going on, and they wake up and see how much things need to change, and that they have to be the change. You know, they're the future.
Exactly.
So I hope we as the generation now that we are in, the older, we gotta make it a point to them that voting is important.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you though. You were saying earlier that you grew up with both parents. Now I know a lot of the time,
they broken up though.
Now, yeah, but you grew up with both of them, correct?
Grew up.
Same situation. Grew up with both parents, and they're no longer together now. But what I'm trying to get at is because majority of my black friends did not grow up with both parents, and I feel it's a blessing, especially as a black child growing up with both parents, because we are stereotyped to not have the dad in the picture. You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like not having, especially for men, I feel like not having the dad in the picture, it definitely affects the way the man grows up and the man he becomes.
Yeah.
So I do feel I feel like we do need more of both parents in the household for black kids. The last person I had on from the last episode, she was speaking on that, and I wanted to just touch up because we ran out of time. We need to touch up on it, so I want to talk more about that though. What is your feelings or thoughts about having both parents in the black household? I
mean,
especially as a man,
for having a mom, it's always good having that nurturing feeling from a mother. You feel me? They say the strongest woman in the world is a black woman. So
right.
You feel me? You need that strength and that wisdom and that love from your mother, whether it's like any race. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm just speaking for me. You feel me? So my mom was always like a strong black woman, and I always needed that strength and that love and that compassion.
Mm-hmm.
For my dad, I always feel like it's important to have a dad, because that molds the man you become, or the man I am today. You feel me? I wouldn't be the man I am if it wasn't for my dad.
Right.
You know, my dad always looked out. He showed me what hard work was. He told me to do this, instead of playing outside with the ball. You tell me he always had this saying. He was like, which one you choose? Which one you gonna choose when you get older, the ball or the sword?
Right.
And I would always get popped because sometimes I say the ball, and then he would want me to say the sword, so I say the sword. And as I turn into a man, I start to realize that every day I wake up, like, choose a sword. The sword could get you money. The sword could get you success.
Yeah.
The sword can protect you. You feel me? You wouldn't want to choose the ball.
So do you think, though, like I said, especially within black men, how it affects, do you think that it, because I know that majority of people within our black communities, they didn't grow up with both parents, and a lot of cases it's because they didn't grow up with the father. So do you feel that a big reason as to why our communities are the way they are because of how the men, kind of are within our society because they did not have a father? If I'm wording that right, if you get what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
it affects how our communities are.
I feel like that. Yeah, that does affect because when you grow up without a father, they have this saying. You can also, like, I don't have nothing against like feminine people, but they say that when you grow up without a father, you can also become more feminine. Mm-hmm. And I don't have any problem with that. I just feel like.
But do you feel like a lot of the times what happens to our black brothers who don't have a father, they end up in the streets?
Oh yeah.
And then what happens is
about from that point of view.
Yeah, and then what happens is they end up getting targeted by the police.
Yeah.
And then we have another case of.
That's because they ill-informed. You leave when a dad is not around and you left with like a mother to raise you. It's some stuff that the woman can't teach you when it comes to manhood.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'll get advised. That's why I say ill-advised. You'll be ill-advised by the homies on the block, the homies that you think are tough guys, but really they don't have a mom either.
Yeah,
they just going out for their own.
And then what happens, and it continues that cycle of us, of the black man looking like, the thug. They don't know anything. Yeah. Pants sagging thugs.
We kings too.
We are. We are. And it's queens. And I just, I feel like it does. I definitely just feel like it affects us not having both parents in the household.
Oh yeah.
Majority of my friends, I realized that as I got I remember being like 19, 20, I started realizing it just never hit me, but I realized I was the only black person within my group of friends. I was the only black person who had both parents in the household. Each one of my black friends did not have dad live with them. They all live with their mom. Oh, I don't know what their situation. Right now I can't really remember the situation now, but I know that everyone lived with their mom, and it was me and another girl. And we were the only, now that I think about it, it was me and another girl, we were the only two black people within our, like I said, our group of friends who had both parents. Okay. And I just feel like it does play a big role in how our community, how it definitely affects us as a community.
Yeah. That's a big percentage.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're done. Anything you need to get off your chest?
I just want to say I've been working on new music. Expect some new music soon. For me, I'm working on a project called What Is Love. It's a little EP. It's gonna be like 3 songs on it, or maybe 4.
When can we expect that?
Either August 5th or August 31st.
And where can we follow you?
Oh, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Justice Allah 323.
ALLAH.
All
right. Yes. I got to make sure the listeners know where to find you,
Oh, yeah.
All right. I just want to say thank you so much again for being a part. I really appreciate it.
I'm always, whatever you need, I'm always down to support.
Well, I'm definitely happy you back in. And I wish you nothing but success. And again, thank you so much. And that's it, y'all. We out of here. Reparations, goddamn, but I love my prayers. Obama out of office and the hood still bad. I still got beef with the LA brand. Fuck it, yeah, I'ma be the bigger man. So ghetto like Jigga Man, Harlem Shake. The way I rap about niggas make evaporation. I'm the man, you niggas stuck in the HD, and I don't need a reason why the fuck you hate me. I don't trust you and your crew. I divide and conquer. I wake up in the AM and I shine my gold chain. The flow so propane.